Welcome to the rebirth of the Crime Syndicate of Earth 3, the Mirrorverse. So, in the wake of death metal as part of the Infinite Frontier, Earth 3 has been reborn, as predicted by Owlman of the death metal era. So, Owlman had once again been proven right that every iteration of the multiverse, his people survive, which means that if Perpetua loses, he survives. Which I was thinking to myself, so like Owlman probably could remember this and could be a dangerous character down the road, but yeah, he clearly indicates he does not remember any of this. So it means that Owlman probably doesn't remember what he was beforehand. So we'll have to investigate that down the road if they ever want to revisit that Owlman betrayed the Crime Syndicate to preserve the multiverse. Yeah, we're gonna have to see that, but let's check into Earth 3, where it's good to be bad. With Crime Syndicate back in business, it's time to catch things up on what's going on in this revised Earth 3, since in Infinite Frontier it was mentioned that they are back and they're probably going to be going back and doing what they're thing. But this story is written by Andy Schmidt with art by McCown. I'm pretty sure I butchered that name wrong. And Bryan Hitch, which I was thinking, like, why isn't he the main artist? And as you can see, I got the variant cover. So, yeah, I've been collecting mostly variant covers of this new era. And the roster seems to have been altered slightly. We got a new version of the Crime Syndicate's Reverse Flash. We got a John Stewart pastiche running around as the Power Man, and we got someone who's impersonating the Atom, but as a woman. So let's dig into the story. Ready? I remember it like it was yesterday. November 22nd, 1963. Dallas, Texas. Everyone lined the streets to watch a good man go by, with crowds of people saying justice for Cuba and whatnot. But that day was different. So we see John F. Kennedy, but he looks completely different, looking like he's a royal. Oh, that was the day the world changed. And he is promptly killed. And we get narration saying, from the ashes of death metal, a new multiverse was forged with worlds born and reborn. This is one such world, a world where everything we know is turned upside down, where the sun rises in the west but ends in the east, where Benedict Arnold was the founding father of America and tyranny reigns, a world where good does not always triumph in the end. Welcome to the new Earth 3. Strange Visitor, The New Deal, Part 1. With that, America was released from the great man's grip. Look, up in the sky! There was no mistaking who had freed them. They could rest easy because from this day forward, I be watching. And thus a superpowered Clark Kent, who looks like Jonathan Samuel Kent, and is watching them with his laser eyes. So we cut into the future. Just 3 months into the new year, we got Bigfoots popping up everywhere. That's that flying, what do they call it? Esmeralda? In Coast City, giant woman from a mysterious island, the Owl Gotham. That's practically right next door to us. I mean, we gotta live at the you-know-who here in Metropolis, but I kinda thought he was a one-off. Don't forget, whatever's killing folks in Central City, nobody can see it. I tell you, Sam, I give my right arm to have 2020 back. Of course you would say that. Oh, and Stan, pretty sure it's not Esmeralda in Coast City, though it does have a ring to it. Ha ha, I hear that. And the papers is promptly destroyed, as the article had said. Is Ultraman losing his grip? Holy dogs! And we see a pissed off Ultraman. I mean, like, we don't see him, but we all know that's him. Gripping the papers and royally pissed. Oh boy, he does not look happy. Jimbo, coffin now! Right away, Enterix! And don't call me Enterix! Sounds like some kind of hussy. Hey, you're still standing here, Jimbo? What's on your mind? Well, since you asked, Miss Grant, what do you think it was such a good idea to what? Run a hit piece on the most powerful man on Earth? He's a witless coward. We got nothing to fear from. And he probably crashes the Daily Planet truck into, well, the building in a homage to Action Comics #1. Oh god, it's him! You think everyone's afraid of you? Maybe some are, but they don't know you like I do. Ultraman, I am pissed. You don't know me. I'm more than you can comprehend. You can kill me, but the good people in Metropolis will rise against you. Oh, if not me, then Alexander Luthor. Yeah, where is he, by the way? Is he dead? Luthor? Metropolis will never choose a bald weakling over me. Metropolis is nothing without me. Metropolis is nothing because of you, Clark. Or you're free because I allow it. So you will respect me. You run more fake news about me, and I'll kill your entire staff, even the janitors. You can't be serious. Shut up! You hear that? How could you? You're only human, but then again, isn't that the point? Oh, and one last thing, Miss Grant. Don't ever call me Clark again. So we cut to Arnold DC. Weird. I'm sorry, you can't go in there. The president's in the meeting, not to be disturbed. That's the problem, Agent Calabrese. And I have a reason to believe the ambassador is from Demon's Island and is exuding undue influence over the president. And don't use that slang here. We're professionals here. The island's name is Themyscira, and the ambassador's name, which you should learn by now, in respect, is Donna Troy. And we're already in the worst story ever. Why is Donna Troy the villain? I'm like, we're finally getting a Donna Troy push, and it's the wrong Donna Troy. Oh, man. That's hilarious. We don't have time for this, Chris. There's no telling what she's prying from his lips right now. Who is the power behind the presidency? You are? What are you going to give me? Whatever you want. Access to whatever you want. Perfect. Your top secret files on metahumans. Would be a lovely down payment. One last question. Who do you belong to? Superwoman! And, oh god. So yeah, Donna Troy is the new Wonder Woman, aka Superwoman, in this altered reality. And I'm just thinking, why is it her? Why can't we get a Donna Troy story? Come on, DC. Come on. I've been wanting to see one for a long time now. We haven't had a proper Donna Troy focused story since before Infinite Crisis, which was the return of Donna Troy. Way to go. Very good, Ali. Ah, yes, President Ali. Oh, God. Oliver Queen. Oliver Queen is the president. We're all screwed. Now I think it's time we gave you your tongue its workout. President Queen, what the hell is going on? Damn you, agents. I said to them not to be disturbed. The FBI? What fun. Tell me, agents, do you know how diplomatic immunity works? Because they're pointing guns at her. Because, you know, that's always going to be a good idea. And the glass shatters. Oh, God. What is... Arnold doesn't get earthquakes. This isn't an earthquake. It's something else. Something bigger. And she's excited. Meanwhile, we cut to Coast City. Ow! I didn't do nothing, man. You dress like a hoodlum. You get treated like a hoodlum. You know, I would say something, but the guy is not the ethnicity, so clearly they're not going to do that route. But anyways, the Power Ring goes ahead and talks to somebody. Hey, they're never going to get what they deserve. Your authority supersedes any Earth forces. You serve justice, but you always want to wait. Are you so afraid to act? I give you my power. Use it. Shut it, Power Ring. I've got this. What the... And it's the Jon Stewart of Earth 3. What would you stand accused? Theft for one, preying on the weak for the other. You have betrayed the collective. How do you plead? Collective? What collective are you? Insane? John? Isn't it Jon Stewart, right? You were one of us. One cop to another. How do what I can to get by? You remember what that's like. So I was putting a little squeeze on the kid. I got kids of my own. This is such a nonsense. Get the hell on with it. So the Power Ring is more intelligent than the Guardians of O at this point. By the power invested in me by the overlords of Oa. Okay, so they're no longer being subtle about it. You are hereby convicted. And he drops them to their death. About time you grew up here. Huh? And you're gonna need them. And what is that ring? And their heads crack into the ground. We don't see it. I mean, like, we do, but we don't, like, see it in graphic detail. Well, because of course we don't. There's still some ethics to be made here. What is that ring? They're here. You are this world's only defense. Not even the Kryptonian addict can save them. It has to be you. See, Emerald Knight. It's not easy being green. In stores, never. Wait, what? Huh. But you see, the inherent problem with you as its protector, the Earth is freaking doomed. And we cut to Central City. Did you see their faces quick? As quick speed is currently, having a crowbar and hitting people with it into their deaths. Nah, at this speed I have to keep an eye up ahead, lady friend. You're in luck, because you can still see the last one. Most of it's wrapped around your crowbar. Ha! Hey, the street's bending atomically. Get your footing, or you'll jump! And he crashes into a car. Humvee, I think. What? And sure enough, it's revealed that they're being invaded by Starro, the Conqueror. My ultra hearing picks up its insanity. The whole city gasps. But no, not just Metropolis. The whole world stops breathing. And the crescendo of screams starts. They finally come for me, but I'm no easy target. You want a piece of me? Now this could be fun. And they are here. This is your destiny. Here? Who's here? I'm talking to a glowing ring. I'm already going crazy. What the fly? Quick. Oh, God. Yeah, so Starro's here. I am Ultraman. Nothing can kill me. Nothing can hurt me. Nothing he hasn't even freaking scratched me. Metropolis is mine. And he starts lacing them all off, telling them to get the hell off and get out of my... and he's sadly possessed, I think. Its people are mine. They love me. Yeah, way to go. You show him, Ultra. Oh, it's not attacking my body. I can feel the tentacles in my brain. It wants me. Making it so I can't think, preventing me from ripping it off. It wants my powers at once. Others like me, but I won't allow it. Metrop, join us. Find others. Free us. Save us. Metropolis is mine. Or nobody's. Run. And he incinerates them. There is no you. You are us. You are Starro. We cut to Gotham City because Gotham has to still exist. Owlman has returned. Yay, Owlman's back. No, please stop. You may think you're safe in Gotham, but it's all an illusion. There ain't no owl. And he gets his back broken by the Owlman. Ouch. Thank you, Owlman. I didn't think you were real. Go spread the word. The challenge to stalk the city. Anyone who makes any moves here will answer to us. No, please tell them the owl. Oh, it's a bird of prey. And he probably breaks the neck of the guy. Hey, while grinning maniacally. Okay, Owlman, you got it. I'll tell everybody who will listen. And bonus, my pistagram feed is gonna explode. You shouldn't have done that. I want fable and folklore, not fact. And yeah, he's probably killed from behind. Always cleaning up your messes, eh, Master Thomas? Seriously? As if I didn't have that covered in a dozen different ways. Something's happening, Alfred. Yeah, so Thomas Wayne has taken over. And not Thomas Wayne, the Thomas Wayne from the Flashpoint, but this is Thomas Wayne. Okay, this is a complicated narrative. Okay, so apparently there's a storyline where Thomas Wayne had a second kid, Thomas Wayne Jr. I think that was in the movie. I don't know. That was in the New 52, but like it probably was. The Core of Owls and whatnot. Anyways, Owlman gets the report. Reports coming in. Metropolis, DC, New York, Central City, Kiev, Tokyo, Johannesburg. They're everywhere. What is it? Sounds like a global invasion. They're over every major city, a handful of other spots too. No discernible rhyme or reason as yet. Tell the Talons to lock Gotham down. Meanwhile, for more on the Talons, read Ultraman. Ooh, ooh, Volume 1 in stores nowhere. The editors are confusing. I thought you said every major city, surely Gotham made the list. I'd be insulted if it didn't. Everything has a reason. I intend to find out that reason and exploit it. Next issue, Ultraman versus Superwoman. Meanwhile, we go ahead and realign everything. And with the new continuity of Earth 3's history with Ultraman, doomed planet as Krypton explodes. Desperate scientists, last hope, duplicitous bastards. 1963. When the dishes are done, the Westfield needs plowing tonight before you load the A-bell, son. Do I have to? Now, Clark, you don't want to be one of them freeloaders, do you? Always taking, never giving people back. Deplorable people. My abilities manifested early, so it wasn't long before others saw I was different. Mom and Pop were the best. I always knew, no matter what, I could trust them. Yeah, that's getting well. Will they still like me, Ma? Even if I'm better than them at everything? Oh, Clark, of course they'll like you. Because you're such a good boy. You're our son. You show them how to be obedient. But it doesn't matter. You don't need them. You have us. So as long as you keep being a good boy, then Pop and I will always be here for you. I knew Mom would set me straight. I showed the other kids how to be good. But no matter how hard I tried, the other kids were just envious. They called me names like Freak, Space Baby, and Bizarro. Bunch of ungrateful freeloaders. They must have been politics. Okay, politicians these days. They don't understand generosity. Okay, son, I suppose it's time you knew. Remember that whatever you see it here, we have a destiny in store for us, for our family. We're in this together. Over time, I started noticing things like how I did all the work on the farm while my parents kicked up their boots. We didn't tell anyone about you, son, just how special you are. But you gotta understand, we kept this to protect you. They take you from us, probably enslave you. Oh, I know, Pa. They're a bunch of freeloaders, I get it. You got that right. The truth is, your birth was a bit unusual, Clark. But the gods sent you to us. Imagine my excitement, my anticipation. And we know they sent you to us for a reason. You're a gift to us. This was gonna be the best day of my life. Oh, you poor kid. We kept your secret as best as we could. It hasn't always been easy. We raised you, protect you from the townsfolk out in the world. You'll die without your mom, me. Understand? Am I adopted from space? And there it was. It was massive. You're the last of your kind, Clark, but you know what? I'm glad we're all you got. I'm the last, the only one. And at first I thought they had protected me, but then I remember the name calling. If this was a protection, it was inadequate. Get away from me! The town knew. They had to know. Kids calling me Asteroid Boy? How could they not know? And he starts rampaging, calling them all liars. You raised him well, kids. No, you got it wrong. We're just trying to protect you, son. Just listen. Why the hell should I? After all we've done for you, after all you've done, you think I owe you? I should be grateful for what? What could a couple of humans possibly do for something like me? I don't owe you squat. You've done nothing for me besides use me to do your chores. All that worrying that someone might take advantage of me. You weren't looking out for me. You were worried for someone else would use me. You ain't nothing but a couple of freeloaders. Do you think he'll ever come back, Jonathan? I'm sure he will, Martha. Martha! He'll always be our boy. Won't he? Well, let's see. This is basically Brightburn, so I'm pretty sure it's getting in disaster. This was the Paranoid Titan. Andy Schmidt, writer. Bryan Hitch, artist. Alex Sinclair, colorist. And Rob Lai for letter. And thus ends the story of how Ultraman got his wings. So, Infinite Frontiers is Crime Syndicate. Pretty okay. It was just okay to me. Nothing really special in the end. Like, Donna Troy showing up was awesome, but I'm thinking to myself, why is she having her own series in the DC universe? But, we can't ask for everything, sadly. We can't get everything. She's always going to be this DC sidekick to Wonder Woman, I think, from DC management. No matter how many times how many people say otherwise. I just don't understand. They can make an awesome story with her. They don't have to keep talking about her origin story every single second of the day. But yeah, that's the end of the Crime Syndicate first issue of the Infinite Frontier era. We're not done with Infinite Frontier yet. Soon we'll be talking about Swamp Thing by Ram V. So get ready for that, everybody. But this was my neo-reality pop culture omniverse's talk on the Crime Syndicate #1 of the Infinite Frontier era. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, check out my content in the description below. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you all next time. Peace and take care.